Alright, what is up, YouTube? Zach's back with another attack. I think everything's working now. Let me just confirm that the sound is good and that the video is all up and everything. Last couple times I've tried live streaming. One time it went well, but the video wasn't the highest quality. Last time I tried live streaming, it just didn't have any sound whatsoever. So we're going to be trying this one more time. I think I finally got it all good. So let's see how this is going. And it looks like I've got good sound and everything. Looks like everything's on and ready to go. So, alright, today we are going to be doing Would You Rather. This is just on Reddit. They've got all kinds of different would you rather do this or would you rather do that kind of things. And those are pretty fun, you know, it lets you know me a little bit better. It gives us something fun to do on this live stream. So I think that could be really cool. We're going to go ahead and give this a try and see, would I rather do this or that according to Reddit. And there may be some vulgarity, there may be some weird stuff, I don't know. It's Reddit, so anything could happen, anything goes. We'll just see what happens and go from there. Alright, so let's see. You can only eat pizza from these places. Would you rather only be able to have Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars, or Papa John's? I gotta go with Papa John's, man. Their crust is so good, and then they have that garlic sauce, and that's really good too. I think Domino's is a close second, and then Pizza Hut and Little Caesars. But Little Caesars is definitely great if you're just in a hurry and you just want to go and grab a pizza and get out of there. That's really the best reason to ever go to Little Caesars. Alright, next one. Would you rather shart every time someone asks, "How are you?" or start tripping mushrooms anytime someone compliments you? I do think that tripping mushrooms anytime someone compliments me would be fun, because free mushrooms for one, and those are expensive, man, come on. And also, having to shart every time someone asks, "How are you?" I mean, I think that answers the question in itself. If someone asks, "How am I?" and I shart, I'm not doing too hot. That's all I'm saying. So I would probably have to go with tripping mushrooms anytime someone compliments me. I just hope it's not for that long and it doesn't ruin the compliment either. Would you rather smack your mama or watch someone else do it? Man, I don't want my mama to get smacked, man. I don't want my mama to get smacked. So I don't know. This is hard. Why are all these hard, Reddit? Come on. I think I would smack my mama, because I would do it gently, and I know someone else might do it rough, and then I would have to smack the guy who smacked my mama, and I don't want to smack the guy who smacked my mama. I just want to smack my mama. Sorry, mama. Sorry, mama. I love you. Would you rather have the placement of the keys on a keyboard change every time you use one? Oh, that would suck. Or lose the ability to use copy and paste. Oh, definitely lose the ability to use copy and paste, because I can sit there and type out whatever I'm copying, pasting, or whatever pretty quick. But if the keys change their placement every time I pushed one, I would never know where the keys are. I'd constantly be looking for the keys. It would take me so long to type anything, and I would have to rely on copy and paste to do anything. So, definitely that. Okay. Would you rather meet and be friends with Anna Kendrick or Kendrick Lamar? Can I be friends with Anna Lamar? Is that an option? Or Kendrick? But between those two, I would probably say Kendrick Lamar. He seems like a pretty chill dude. He's got some good songs. I could, he seems like he'd be interesting to hang out with, to say the least. Could jam with him or something, I don't know. Would you rather have a girlfriend who loves you with all her heart, but she can't have sex with you? That sounds like a wife. Or a girlfriend who's a bitch who gives the best sex ever? You know, probably a girlfriend who loves you with all her heart but can't have sex with you. Because you can do other stuff and be with other people, but if you're constantly living, I mean, unless you're constantly having sex, you don't want to live with a bitch. So I'm gonna have to go with that one. Would you rather live in an earthquake zone or a hurricane zone? I think that I would live in a earthquake zone because I feel like they're a little easier to avoid. And hurricanes are kind of out of nowhere, lots of wind, lots of rain. That sounds like it would suck. And with all the hurricanes we've been having lately, it's not fun. So I definitely don't want Donald Trump throwing paper towels at me. So earthquake it is. Let's see here. Would you rather get an all expenses paid 1 week getaway trip to Switzerland or a free life supply of Swiss rolls? Probably the all expenses paid trip to Switzerland. I've never been there. I don't think I can speak Sweden very well. I have watched Muppets a few times, so I can do that, but I can't translate too well. It'd be hard to live there. It'd be hard to be there for a week, but Swiss rolls are really good. That's a tough one, but I'd probably do the trip to Switzerland just because that's more expensive, and eventually you'll get tired of anything you have a lifetime supply of. Would you rather jump naked in a pool of used toilet papers in India? Ew. Or a pool of yogurt with 10 HIV needles hidden somewhere in it? This is hard. I don't want to do either of these. Ew. I don't want HIV. No offense to anybody who has HIV. That's not what I'm trying to get at here. I'm just saying I don't want it. So I don't trust 10 HIV needles hidden in a pool of yogurt, and you definitely can't see through yogurt. So I guess use toilet papers. Oh, that's so gross, but you can take a shower, you can try and get that PTSD of that experience out of your head, but you can probably not get rid of HIV if you happen to hit one of those 10 needles. So definitely jumping in naked into a pool of toilet paper. Use toilet paper. Would you rather have sex with a dog that looks exactly like your mom or a mom that looks exactly like your dog? Definitely a mom who looks like my dog, because I don't want to have sex with a real dog. I'd rather have sex with a person who looks like a dog, but I mean, my dog's good looking, but not like that. Would you rather drink Would you rather drink a full glass of cum on accident or half a glass of cum on purpose? Ugh, I hate these questions. Reddit, come on, man. Reddit, you're killing me here. I would rather drink half a glass on purpose, I guess. If I knew that the only other alternative was drinking a whole glass on accident, I would have to... that's enough to make me drink the half glass on purpose, so that is a horrible question. Neither is the correct answer, but if I have to answer one. Would you rather live in Miami, Florida, or San Diego, California? San Diego, man. I think it's really pretty. I think that it's a good place, and Miami's got those hurricanes, so... like I said, I don't want to live in a hurricane place. I would rather live in an earthquake place. So, would you rather be a prince or a frog? A prince. That's an easy one. What kind of question is that? I'll be the frog prince. I actually was the frog prince once in a play that I did, and it was pretty bad. But I was the main character as the frog prince. Would you rather have a job where you have to push a button every minute in order to save the world and get paid $100,000 for it? 100,000 a push or 100,000 a year? I don't know. Or push a button for no reason at all and get paid 50,000 for it. You know, I would have to say the 100,000 to push a button every minute in order to save the world, with the caveat that only if somebody took my shift. If it was an 8-hour shift, 5 days a week or whatever, getting $100,000 for it, but I had to push a button every minute, I would do that. You know, that's worth an extra $50,000. I think I could be on top of it and push a button every minute. Plus, then I'm saving the world. So you gotta think, is it better to save the world or do a job for absolutely no reason? I don't like doing things for no reason. My dogs are going crazy out there, sorry. So, but that's a lot of responsibility to have, to just have to save the world. Alright, let me see what's up with my dogs. Hey, what are you doing out here? Alright, look what I found. River! River! Buddy, 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 buddy! Alright, sorry about that, guys. Okay. Would you rather be the most brilliant person on the planet who can accelerate humanity's growth, wow, but you are known globally as a gay pedophile and act on it once every few days? Or would you rather be deaf, have Down syndrome, and HIV, but you also gain 15 times the muscle mass? Definitely deaf, have Down syndrome, and HIV, but I gain 15 times the muscle mass. But it's not because of the muscle mass. I just don't want to be a pedophile. That's the only real thing. But I guess it would be good to accelerate humanity's growth, but I'm not doing that in exchange for being a pedophile. Nothing wrong with being gay, but not a pedophile. Would you rather be able to see people's fart particles in bright neon, or a minute counter over every person's head letting you know the last time they pooped? Probably a minute counter over every person's head letting me know the last time they pooped. The only thing would be that'd be a little awkward when I go to shake someone's hand and their minute counter goes broop and changes to 0. And I'm like, that's not good. I don't want to shake your hand anymore. You just pooped your pants. Okay. Would you rather live the afterlife as a spectator or a ghost? I think it'd be fun to be a ghost. I don't know for sure, but I think we're all kind of spectators. Would you rather have frost breath or heat vision? I'm going to have to go with heat vision now because we live in Indiana. So, you know, that heat vision comes in handy. I can just heat up my car by lighting it on fire with my eyes, I guess. But the frost breath definitely would have come in handy in Arizona when we were living there. Phoenix gets really hot, and that frost breath would have been great. I can just freeze my water. Don't have to use a freezer. Don't even need a fridge, probably. That would be nice, actually. Maybe I would do the frost breath. All right. Would I rather fight off a 50-pound dog or a 50-pound cat? Probably a 50-pound dog. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. River. Come here, man. Because I have a 50-pound dog here. You can't see him right now, but this is my dog. And he is over 50 pounds. I could take him. He's a Pippo. He wouldn't put up much of a fight towards me, but probably nobody else could take him. So, yeah, I would probably have to say the dog. But Cat may be easier, but those claws, I don't know. It'd be tough. Depends what kind of dog and what kind of cat. Would I rather die quickly and painlessly, but leave my family nothing, or die slowly and painfully and leave them millions of pounds or dollars? I'm American. You know, I would probably die quick and painless and leave my family nothing. That may sound horrible, but I think my family would want that. Hopefully, millions of dollars would be nice, but I don't think they would want me to die slow and painful for them to have that. Would you rather have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once and that would be the end of it? Ooh. Oh. Why? Why, Reddit? Why do you do this to me? Okay. Oh, probably watch it. I'll close my eyes. I don't know. I don't want to think about this. Come on, Reddit. Would you rather die painlessly but you will know when you die, or have a painful but unexpected death? Shoot. Probably know when I die. Because I think that'd be good. It would let me live it up a little bit, maybe. And try to, I don't want to die painlessly, but I can try and live it up before I die. So, I guess. Would you rather run across the football field with 10 landmines, or one average skilled shooter perched in the announcer box trying to pick you off? An average skilled shooter. Probably the average skilled shooter. The landmines, they could be anywhere, and that's your fault. If there's an average skilled shooter perched in the announcer box trying to pick you off, if you're quick enough, then you can avoid them. I assume they stop shooting once you're on the other side of the football field. It doesn't really say, but one can hope. So, we will see. I guess that's my answer. Would you rather be branded with the dark sign from Dark Souls? Or the reset ability from Edge of Tomorrow? I've actually never played Dark Souls and never watched Edge of Tomorrow. I think that's a movie. Let me know in the comments if you've played Dark Souls or played Edge of Tomorrow. Would you rather have an existential crisis or an extension cord crisis? Probably an extension cord crisis. I can always go out and buy new extension cords, so hopefully that's a good answer. You just passed your 40th birthday. Would you rather forget all your past memories? Ooh, 40 years of memories, that's rough. Or lose the ability to make new memories? Oh. But if I live past 80, then I'm losing more memories doing that. But first 40 years of memories is rough. Probably lose the ability to make new memories, because if I don't live past 80, then that's the better deal. But also, I include my education and stuff in my memories, and I really don't want to forget math. I don't want to forget how to read and stuff. That would be bad. So, would I rather have a paper cut on my tongue or between my toes? Probably on my tongue. I've actually done that before, and it's not that bad. It hurts for a few minutes, and then it's whatever. Licking envelopes. I've given myself a paper cut on the tongue. Would I rather leave time on the microwave for other people to clear, or always leave toilet paper unflushed? Neither one of these really affects me. If I leave time on the microwave for other people to clear, that's their problem. And if I always leave toilet paper unflushed, that's also their problem, not mine. So, I think I would rather do the time on the microwave for other people to clear, because some of them don't clear it. They can just hit start and let it go until the time's up, and then that's that. Or they can just hit the button, and that's not that hard. You always leave toilet paper unflushed. If you go twice in a row before somebody else flushes it down, then the toilet gets clogged, and then it is your problem. So that's my answer there. Would I rather have a girlfriend who makes love to me gently and romantically, or climbs on top of you and calls me a bitch while she dominantly has sex with me? Both. Would I rather have my teeth removed or my testicles? Oh man. If I can do the sperm donation thing to save for later, probably my testicles. I don't want to have all my teeth removed, and dentures are expensive, but I mean, I guess you can get dentures or teeth implants or something, so maybe I would say teeth, just because they seem easier to replace. Testicles, I don't think they have testicle transplants, do they? Maybe they do. Would I rather get hit by one full force arrow or 5 arrows at 20% force each? Probably one full force arrow because it hits you in one spot. You got to deal with that pain, but then you're done. 20 full force or 20% force arrows can hit you here and here and here and here. One hits you in the wrong spot, even at 20% force, you could get seriously injured or die. So I would have to do that. Would I rather gain superhuman strength, but the first thing I have to do is tear my mom in half? I'm sorry, Mom. This is so mean to you. This whole Reddit is being awful to you, Mother. I'm sorry. Or I'd rather be the healthiest person in the world, but first I need to eat poop out of the toilet for 24 hours in a heavily populated mall. Sorry, Mom. I'm not eating poop out of the toilet for 24 hours in a heavily populated mall. I don't like being in a heavily populated mall. I don't like ripping my mom in half, but I might have to do that. I don't like being up for 24 hours, let alone in a heavily populated mall. Is this a 24-hour mall? That might be a loophole. But I also don't like eating poop, so that's my answer. Would I rather have everything I touch turn into beans or have everything I touch turn into sharp spoons? Do they make sharp spoons? What is a sharp spoon? Probably everything I touch turn into beans? That's random. Would I rather fight one velociraptor-sized parrot or 10 parrot-sized velociraptors? Probably 10 parrot-sized velociraptors because they're extinct and I could make money from that. Would I rather marry a girl who's a sex addict or a girl who never lets you get any booty? Probably the sex addict? I don't know. Is there no middle ground? Would you rather have an extremely vivid nightmare every night or the curse to only listen to each song once in your life? Ooh, I would rather have an extremely vivid nightmare every night. I don't like nightmares, but I do like dreaming. I think they're cool and fascinating, just like the way your mind works while you're sleeping. It's a bit of an enigma, and that's cool to me. But I also love music. If you guys don't know, I am a music major. I went to school for audio production. I love music and listening to it. If I had to choose, here's another one for you. Would I rather be blind or deaf? I would have to go with blind because I can't give up music. So I can't listen to this, only one song for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be able to do that. So I would say I would rather be blind. And I would rather, what was the original question? Okay, would I rather constantly have a slight urge to pee or every toilet I flush will clog? Constantly have a slight urge to pee because I don't have to pee until it's a strong urge, I guess. But I don't want every toilet to clog. If it's at home, I'll have to unclog it all the time. Okay, the last one was I would rather have an extremely vivid nightmare every night than only be able to listen to each song once. Let's see. All right, I guess let's go to the next page. Would I rather have badly clogged, stinkful facial pores, so my face stinks and it's badly clogged, or clog each and every drain you ever use? Again, no, I would probably clog each and every drain I ever use. You can unclog a drain, but if your face stinks and your pores are all clogged, that's worse. That's harder to get rid of. Would I rather be able to turn invisible, but whenever I'm invisible, loud screams for help come from my exact location? Or have the ability to breathe underwater, but while doing so, I have the full sensation and panic of drowning the entire time? Oh, man. You know, probably the ability to breathe underwater, but have to feel like I'm drowning and have the sensation and panicking of that the entire time, because I don't think it would come in handy as often to be able to breathe underwater. So having to deal with it feeling like I'm drowning every once in a while, you know, I think I can live with that to a certain extent, but probably couldn't live with being invisible but having loud screams for help coming from where I'm coming from that other people could hear. Would I rather kill people and be a millionaire but you feel the guilt, or make people happy every day but live a poor lifestyle? Make people happy every day and live a poor lifestyle. I don't want to feel any guilting. I don't want to murder people, you know. Would you say it's 11 o'clock at night? Would I rather stay awake all night and then go to work, or get called into work right now and work through till 8? Probably get called into work right now and work through till 8. If I work until 8, assuming that's 8 in the morning, it doesn't really say, but that is a 9-hour shift. You know, I've worked overnights before, and it's not the worst thing in the world. 9-hour shifts, you get an hour of overtime pay, and then you can go to sleep. You know, you stay up all night and then go to work. You know, you'd probably go in at 8, I take it, work an 8-hour shift, so you gotta stay up for a lot longer. You know. Would I rather eat a dead baby human or a live puppy? Jesus. I guess a dead baby human, but that's so horrible, and I'm sorry, I don't mean that. I can't eat the fur. I can't eat puppy fur. And look at his face. How can you eat that? I can't eat that. Alright. Do you guys have any questions? If you guys have a would you rather for me, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely answer that right away. But I'm just going to keep going, I guess, if no one's got anything for me. Hope you all are enjoying this. There's 3 people watching now. I'm Zach. If you don't know me, this is Zach to the future. I do all kinds of random content, comedy kind of stuff. I aim to make people smile every day through optimism and comedy, so hopefully you're enjoying this. Would I rather sleep for 2 weeks at a time and then not sleep for 2 months? That's nice. Or stay with the general sleep cycle? I think it would actually be really nice to sleep for 2 weeks and then not sleep for 2 months. The thing is, it'd be hard to find a job. You'd have to explain to an employer that you need 2 weeks off, but then you can do whatever for 2 months. So that's a little rough. I mean, the general sleep cycle is a little weird, though. I'm not a fan of the general sleep cycle. Would I rather own a cat or a dog? I'm more of a dog person. Would I rather be cool or stay in school? You know, I wasn't always the coolest in school, so I guess stay in school and education's good. If you guys were watching a few minutes ago, I did say that I would want to, if I lived to be 40 and would have to choose between giving up all my memories from the past or giving up all my memories from that time on, I would go with giving up all my memories from that time on so I didn't lose my education. So I guess staying in school I have to go with. Would I rather be lost in space or lost in the ocean for all of eternity? Probably Lost in Space. I think being in space would be fun, and being lost in the ocean, people are more likely to find you, I guess, but I've watched Gravity, so I think that would be fun. Would I rather feel bad or feel nothing at all? Oh, that's deep. That's real deep. I guess that I would rather feel bad, because if I can feel bad but feel everything else too, I would rather do that than have to feel nothing. That sounds like hell. Alright. Would I rather never have to eat again, but you can still eat, that's a good rule, or have a full tank for any vehicle you drive, but you can't take the fuel out? I like eating, but never having to eat would be nice. The question here, I guess, is do I spend more money on food or on gas? I would probably say gas. Because it's not you can get free food, it's you can get free gas. So I'll take the free stuff. Would you rather, for the rest of your life, all food tastes exactly the same, like plastic? That would suck. Or all music sounds like your least favorite song? Oh, wow. I like music, but I like food too. So, I don't know. Probably all music sounds like my least favorite song, because I could probably learn to like my least favorite song, but I like food, and if it all tasted like plastic, that would be gross. And I need food to live. I don't need music. I mean, I do, but it's not biologically necessary. Would I rather discover a new cosmic law at the potential cost of my sanity and perception, or remain within the laws you already know and accept? I think discovering a new cosmic law would be pretty cool. I guess my sanity and perception would be worth that risk. Would I rather be ugly and unfit until I'm 25 and then beautiful and agile, or be beautiful and agile until I'm 25 and then ugly and unfit? Well, I'm already ugly and unfit, so I am 22, so I guess ugly and unfit until I'm 25 and then be beautiful and agile, because honestly, most people live a lot longer than 25. If I live to be 50, that's already a good deal. So definitely ugly and unfit until I'm 25, and then beautiful and agile from then on. Would I rather drink liquid from a toilet brush holder or a tablespoon of dumpster juice? Depends what kind of dumpster, I guess. And my toilet brush holder, I don't know how clean that is. So, it doesn't say how much liquid from my toilet brush holder, but it does say a tablespoon of dumpster juice. Toilet brush holder. Either way, it's gross. Would I rather have a time machine that only goes back in time, or a time machine that only goes forward in time? Probably a time machine that only goes forward in time, because you go back in time, it doesn't say you can get back. So I could go forward in time little bits, I guess, and less chance of space-time continuum rifts. Rick and Morty fans out there. Would I rather eat Taco Bell for every meal for 5 years, or never eat there again? I do have a Taco Bell tattoo, so probably Taco Bell for every meal for 5 years. I do really like Taco Bell, especially the Beefy Crunch Burrito. Bring it back, guys, the Beefy Crunch Burrito and the Beefy Crunch movement. Would I rather constantly smell like syrup and not know it, or constantly smell syrup? I guess I would rather smell it myself, because if other people smell it on me, that's going to seriously impact my social life. But if I just smell it, then I guess that's just my problem. Would I rather watch the beginning of the Earth or the end of it? You know, I may have to make that decision. At least I may have to deal with watching the end of it. I would probably watch the beginning of Earth. If I could in a safe way, I think that would be cool. Big Bang interests me. Theoretical physics and cosmology, stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. Would I rather be cast into the center of the sun or into a black hole? Again, probably a black hole, because center of the sun, you're definitely going to die. Black holes, you're probably also definitely going to die, but we don't really know that for sure, and black holes are interesting. So if you do go into another dimension or something, then, you know, it's possible. Just ask Stephen Hawking. Would I rather contract a painful terminal illness or only ever eat the soft bottoms of muffins as opposed to the slightly crunchy top surface? The bottom of muffins? I guess. Why would I rather do a terminal illness than eat muffins? That makes no sense, Reddit. Would I rather have my sheets full of stale French breadcrumbs or covered in fresh dried cum stains for eternity? Is it mine? I guess is the real question. That's gross either way, but I will go with that one because sleeping on stale French breadcrumbs, that's going to be really uncomfortable. I'll never sleep. Would I rather be shrunken down to 5 inches tall and live in the lap of luxury, or remain the size you are now? Remain the size I am now, because 5 inches tall, I'm going to get stepped on. And my sister is like 5 inches tall, so I don't want to be her height. Would I rather have sex with a goat and no one knows about it, or not have sex with a goat but everyone thinks I did? What? I guess I would rather not have sex with a goat and everyone thinks I did. I guess I can deal with that perception, but not, I don't think I could live with myself if I had sex with a goat. Would I rather have all my money I ever make be in coins below $1 coins, so like quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies, or have to use quality counterfeit money the rest of my life? Probably coins. You know, I can deal with spending coins. That's other people's problems. This live stream is making me sound like a horrible person. I'm not trying to give other people problems. I'm just saying quality counterfeit money, most people will buy, but other people will not, and you can get in trouble or go to jail. Not trying to do that, so. Would I rather never feel sadness or never feel anger? Probably never feel sadness. No, you know what? Never feel anger, because I don't want to be mad at people, and I think that would make my life at least better. But sadness, movies can make you sad. I think you'd just be a sad person yourself if you don't feel sadness. And that's deep. Anyways, guys, we're going to do just a couple more. Would I rather not be racist, but everyone thinks I am, or be a racist, but everyone thinks I'm not? Well, I'm not a racist. So, once again, I think I can deal with the perception of people thinking I am if I'm not, than actually being a racist, but nobody thinking I am. That's... Either way, I'm not a racist, so that's not an issue. Would I rather have my fingers slip through the toilet paper every time I wipe, or have to eat wet bread for breakfast every morning? Probably wet bread for breakfast every morning. That sucks, but the other one sucks worse. So, yeah, probably like 3 or 4 more just to get it done. Would I rather be born blind or become blind partway through my life? I would rather be born blind, I think. No, you know what? I would rather be blind partway through my life, because then I can experience sight and everything, and have those memories. Whereas if you're born blind, you don't really have those memories. I think there's advantages to both. If you're born blind, you have an easier time getting used to it and everything. But I think I would want to still experience sight for a little bit. Would I rather be 400 pounds who every woman likes, or be in the best possible shape and every guy likes me and wants to be me? Probably 400 pounds and every woman likes me, rather than best possible shape and every guy respects me and wants to be me, because that's kind of fake. But I think if I'm 400 pounds and every woman likes me, they like me for me, not because I'm super attractive or whatever. Let's see. Would you rather have a completely mediocre band play at your wedding, or have your favorite band play, but they would only play their most inappropriate songs for a wedding? Probably my favorite band play, and they would play the most inappropriate songs, because it's still my favorite band, and I think that would be a good memory. You could be like, remember that time my favorite band came and played the worst songs possible? But a mediocre band, you only get one wedding. Have fun with it. Let's see. Would you rather find true love or $1 million? $1 million, because I already found true love. That's so cheesy. Would I rather wear a slightly smelly but well-fitting dirty shirt, or a clean shirt that's a little too small for you? Probably a clean shirt that's a little too small for me. I don't want to smell. Would I rather turn back time whenever I please, or unpause time whenever I want? Probably turn back time, because pausing something and thinking about what I'm going to do is less productive than just turning back time and trying a different result. Would I rather go to Beijing or Shanghai? I don't know much about those. Probably Beijing. Would I rather always feel like I need to pee really badly, or become temporarily blind for one day each month at random? Probably become temporarily blind one day each month at random, because that's only one day, whereas always needing to pee really badly is always. Would I rather have shoes that always squeak when I walk, or trousers that always squeak when I sit down? This reminds me of that SpongeBob episode with the squeaky boots, and he eats them and then he starts, you've seen it. Probably. Probably trousers that squeak when I sit down, because I walk more than I sit down. Seems logical. Would I rather be a lord among dragons, or a dragon among lords? I think being a dragon would be cool. I'll be a dragon among lords. Would I rather every dream I dream becomes a reality, or never sleep again? If it's never having to sleep again, I'll do that. But every dream I dream becoming a reality, I've got some weird dreams. Not bad dreams, just my mind's weird when I sleep sometimes. Would I rather have uncuttable hair that falls out each time I have sex, or never be able to have sex again, but be able to control the length of my hair at will? Honestly, probably never be able to have sex again, but be able to control the length of my hair at will. That sounds like a lame, but also interesting superpower. And, it doesn't sound very hot to have hair falling out every time you have sex. Would I rather be the most wanted criminal on Earth, or be teleported anywhere in the galaxy? What? I guess teleported anywhere in the galaxy? I'll go to Florida. Why would I want to be the most wanted criminal on Earth? Would I rather play a villain or a hero in a movie? Depends what the hero or villain is, I guess. Probably a villain, if it's a cool villain. Would I rather be trapped in a room for 5 days with an adult lion, or adult male lion, or 10 adult male baboons? It's 1 lion or 10 baboons. Baboons are pretty crazy. I think a lion, if you leave it alone to a certain extent, it'll leave you alone. maybe easier to hide. I'll take 1 lion over 10 baboons. I might be able to fight off 1 lion easier than 10 baboons. Maybe. We'll see. Would I rather have to take over for Trump as overlord of the USA or take over for Putin as overlord over in Russia? Probably Trump as overlord of the USA. I might be able to even do it better than Trump. I'm not trying to get political here, but he's done some good things and some bad things, but I don't know much about Russia. That's the real issue here. Would I rather be a woman who's attractive and dumb or a woman who's a genius but ugly? I guess a woman who's a genius but ugly, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Remember that. For $100, would you rather suck the sweaty feet and toes of a woman or suck the thumb of a man? It's not a sweaty thumb. I guess I would suck the thumb of a man for $100 than sweaty feet and toes of a woman. I guess. I don't know. Would I rather have Cheeto fingers for 2 weeks or rollerblades on at all times for 4 weeks? Your feet would stink if you had rollerblades on for 4 weeks straight. But I also think that having Cheeto fingers for 2 weeks, your entire house would be orange. Your house would be looking like Donald Trump, dude. But Cheeto tastes good. Cheetos taste good, so rollerblades would get uncomfortable. Cheetos taste good. My house would be orange, but I would have Cheeto fingers for 2 weeks. Would I rather sleep in a sandy bed with a sunburn for a week or break a toenail off? Probably break a toenail off. It's like ripping the Band-Aid off. Get it over with quick. Break a toenail off. You're done. I don't want to sleep in a sandy bed with a sunburn for a week. Would I rather be trapped in the room with a monster or the monster be trapped in the room with you? Isn't that the same thing? I guess the monster trapped in the room with me makes it sound like I have the power. So I guess that. Would I rather be named Aisling or Beatrice? I guess Aisling sounds more like a man's name. Let's see. Alright, we'll do one more page. I know that I said 3 or 4 more, but I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we might just make this an hour. What the heck? Would I rather be the worst player on my team and win every game, or be the best player on my team and lose every game? Probably the best player on my team and lose every game, but no, you know what? I'll be the worst player on my team and win every game, because even the worst player makes a contribution, and maybe that just means that the rest of the team is really good. So, I don't know. I guess that. Would I rather have free unlimited monthly subscription to anything of your choosing on a month-to-month basis, or receive 50% more on every paycheck? Honestly, 50% more on every paycheck, you could buy a unlimited monthly subscription to anything of your choosing. So, definitely 50% more on every paycheck. That's a lot of money. For 3 full seconds, would you rather dip your face in boiling water or your genitals? Face, I guess. What kind of rigged questions are these? I hate this. Would I rather have half of my height or my penis 3/4 of its size? Probably my penis be shorter, because half of my height, I'm already really short. That's pretty short. Would you rather fight a 12-foot python or a 6-foot crocodile? 12-foot python. That's scary either way, but a 6-foot crocodile, they seem mean, and I'm not Steve Irwin. I wish I was. Actually, I don't. Too soon? Too soon. Would you rather restart your life at age 10 with all the knowledge I have now, or jump to 45 years old with 50 million in the bank? Probably jump to 45 years old with 50 million in the bank. No, you know what? Sorry to change again, but I think restarting my life at age 10 with all the knowledge I have now would be good. I've learned a lot since I was 10. That's 12 years of learning, experiencing things, and I think that's probably the better way to go. You can always make 50 million if you have all the knowledge you have now, especially if it's not you becoming 10 years old in 2017. If it's you going back to when you were 10 years old, then you know all kinds of secrets and stuff about the future that you can gamble, or you could create websites and stuff. I don't know. Would you rather be deaf or mute? Probably mute. I like music. Would you rather have hair growing at the rate of nails, or nails growing at the speed of hair? Ooh. Probably hair growing at the rate of nails, because less haircuts. And if your nails grew at the speed of hair, you'd have to trim them all the time. And once your hair's grown out, you can just leave it. So I guess that's my answer. Would you rather only be allowed to drink honey for fluids, or eat soups for meals? Probably soups for meals. Honey for liquids is not healthy or tasty, really. I would rather have water and actual liquids. It's a thick thing to only drink for fluids, and there's a lot of different kinds of soups. Would I rather have $500 billion? That's a ton of money. Or 10 wishes, but you can't wish for money. Probably 10 wishes, because I would use the money to buy things, and I don't know. That's tough, but probably 10 wishes, because money can't buy everything. And I'm not talking about happiness. I'm talking about rare things, I guess, that people are too greedy to sell. Like, what if I want to buy the Mona Lisa? That museum's not selling it, but I can wish for it. I don't know, man. Would I rather be best friends with my idol, or get to know everyone you've ever wanted to meet? Isn't that the same thing? I want to meet my idol, so that's the same thing. I would rather, except you get more with the other one. So I want to get to know everyone I've ever wanted to meet. I don't have to be best friends. I just want to get to know them. That would be cool. Would I rather only have to work 1 week a year and earn $100,000 a year salary, or work a full-time schedule and earn a $2 million a year salary? I'm fine with $100,000 a year. That's a lot of money. Still, I could live off of that for 1 week a year, and then be able to have time to spend that money, spend time with my family. Easily 1 week a year and earn $100,000. I don't need $2 million if I'm spending all my time working. Would I rather cut off a finger of my choice without anesthetic, using a pair of safety scissors, or would you rather have an entire arm amputated in the hospital? Probably a finger. It would hurt really bad, especially with safety scissors, but having an entire arm amputated, you're stuck with that for the rest of your life. Not that you're not stuck with losing a finger, but it's easier to live without one finger than it is to live without one hand. So, would I rather there be eternal nothingness and oblivion after death, or there be endless rebirth without a soul or memory of prior existences at random? Wow, that one got deep. I guess endless rebirth, but you can't remember any prior existences, because if there's eternal nothingness and oblivion, then what's the point? You're not having a soul or a memory of prior existence either way. So I guess endless rebirth would be better. Would I rather be named Cressida or Iphigenia? Who makes up these questions? I guess I would rather be named Iphigenia. I don't know what that means, but it's a weird name. Would I rather celebrate Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day? There's an episode of South Park that this reminds me of. It's pretty funny. I guess Columbus Day. Would I rather die right now or live forever? I would rather live forever. There's only 3 people watching this right now, so if I died right now, it wouldn't make as big of an impact. Horrible reasoning. We'll go with it. Would I rather? Given the opportunity, would you rather know if anything happens after death or choose not to know? I guess if given the opportunity, I would choose to know what happens after death, especially because I could write a tell-all and make a lot of money, and I mean, nobody knows, so live how I am now or learn what happens after death. At least then I'm not worried or whatever, not wondering for the rest of my life. Would I rather be able to time travel or teleport? Definitely teleport. You can time travel. That'd be cool. It's got its benefits for sure, but if you can teleport, that's essentially time traveling. Just in my opinion. Would I rather have $10 million Australian money or grow up in the world of Happy Days? Again, money is important, but it's whatever. I would rather live in Happy Days. I think that'd be cool. Would I rather be forced to go see a band I hate or a sports team I hate? A band I hate. I like music. Alright, guys. It has been 56 minutes, and, this has been a lot of fun, but I think I'm going to wrap it up. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. I've had 3 people watching this for most of the time, so I appreciate that. Hopefully these live streams will catch on again. This is my first real live stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and there will definitely be more in the future. I got some exciting announcements coming up, so stay tuned for that. We are just about to hit 100 videos. Actually, there is a best of the first 100 videos coming up, and that is on the 28th, 29th, and 30th. So be sure to watch out for part 1, 2, and 3 of the best of the first 100 videos. They're really entertaining. I enjoy them. And then the 31st, I've got an announcement to make. So hopefully you are cool with that as well. We'll see how people feel about that one. So it's going to be a little bit divisive probably. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Zach. Don't you do crack. And I will catch you in the future.